And so hang tight. We're getting ready to come in after this. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Vistaprint. Create powerful promotions that are easy to design and hard to miss. With Vistaprint, it's easy to customize your business cards, marketing material, corporate gifts, calendars, stationery, and more with confidence, or get real-time design help. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint to get $20 off any order of $40 or more. If you have a message to get out, you want it to be affordable, but you want it to look professional. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint for $20 off today. This is radioonfire.com. Yours truly, Diamond K, in here. Thank you for joining me. Of course, broadcasting from the Radio on Fire studios here in Baltimore, Maryland. And just a lot of things going on. Of course, we had the Baltimore Music Awards yesterday. If you missed that broadcast, you can check that out. BaltimoreMusicAwards.com, also RadioOnFire.com. Check us out on YouTube for, if you missed it. And speaking of missing it, I have this, it's been, I don't want to say bothering me, but it is really surprising to me that so many people are in the wrong space as it relates to Cardi B and Offset. Of course, one third of the Migos, Offset, doing his thing. He is married to this woman, and they have a child together. And they've had some type of stress and strife going on between them. That's how relationships goes. Relationships are up and down. Relationships are up and down. There's no doubt about that. Relationships up and down. And as it stands right now, this relationship we're talking about kind of went down. Kind of went down. And that is no one's fault but Offset. It's Offset's fault. It's not anybody else's fault. He chose to do the things that he chose to do, which is why and how he got in the situation that he's in. Offset I'm talking about. Nobody else did it. But they're a public relationship. It's a couple. You know what I mean? This is arguably the biggest rapper in the game right now. Wow, that kind of pains me to say that, but it's true. Cardi B is arguably the biggest rapper in the game right now. She is super popular, and she makes good music. At least it works for the clubs. You know what I'm saying? The music that Cardi is making right now works in the club. There's no, denying that. So that's making her hot right now. So we talked about it. Now, recently, Cardi was surprised by her husband, Offset, while on the Rolling Loud Festival stage in LA. She headlined that, okay? I'm just saying she's setting records. She's setting records and she's doing big things. And I was on these very airwaves last year talking about the fact that I didn't think she was going to be around. I didn't know if she could make it. I didn't know if she had what it took to be able to sustain the career. especially after she had the baby, especially after she got pregnant. I was worried. I didn't know if she had to bounce back, but she's clearly shown that she has it. She has the it factor, which was not deniable. I knew that she had the it factor. But what I was concerned about was whether she was going to be able to bounce back and continue to do things in the way that she needed to do them to be successful. But she proved to me that she can. But anyway, so she took to the stage at Rolling Loud Festival. Offset had a banner that said, "Take me back, Cardi," along with flowers that he tried to hand to her, and she did not look happy that he was there. Why was she not happy? Could it be the fact that he has repeatedly embarrassed her? Could be that fact. Repeatedly embarrassed her with, just the multiple women. Because like I said, these two are married. This is not a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. They are married. And that in itself presents a different set of challenges. Because they're married, because they're in a very public relationship, all of that stuff presents different sets of challenges. Because they're married, right? So Cardi took to Instagram to address the issues that are going on with Offset. Said that she needed time to process, noting that, she doesn't like when people talk bad about her husband, right? And she noted that he's still family, which that's obvious. I do like the fact that she's not dumping on him. You know how ladies can dump, especially when they're hurt. Just dump. You know what I mean? Talk all this shit. But she's not doing that. But the question that I had was, if people were going to lose respect for her, if she took Offset back, she's been dragged through the mud. She has been clearly embarrassed. He's messing with other chicks. And Cardi is quite arguably the baddest girl he can get. She held him down. Even through the other shortcomings and girls and you know what I mean? Of course, he's not the first celebrity to cheat. He's not the first regular guy to cheat. He ain't gonna be the last. But if you keeping it real, right? A lot of people said that they should stay. Some people, very comedy-like, said, "Oh, we should mind our own business." They put that stuff out on social media. She is the biggest female in the game right now for rap. He's in the biggest group right now for rap. Of course we're going to talk about what they doing. I mean, people are just ridiculous when they say stuff like, "It's none of our business. We should not be worried about." What are you talking about? They put their stuff out there for us to comment on. And that's what we do. And the part that makes me wonder about the respect factor is because on one hand, you got little girls looking up to her, watching her moves. They got a child. If Cardi B was married to your brother, what would you want Cardi to do? If Cardi B was married to your brother, you would say leave or stay. If Cardi B was your sister, you would say leave or stay. Which one? Right? Then what? Having a public relationship is tough. I've been through it. Not on the level of Cardi and Offset, but public nonetheless. Social media can be cruel. He cheated. He got caught. This ain't the first time. This ain't the second time. This ain't the third time. Clearly, he don't give a fuck. Or he thinks she ain't going nowhere. He's taking it for granted. I know when I take a woman for granted, eventually they're going to leave. So what message is it sending? Is the message us guys, we can do whatever we want as long as we spend $15,000 or $15,000 on flowers, we can buy it back? That's the case, that everybody should just cheat and buy some expensive flowers. No, it's consequences and it's repercussions to the shit. That's how it works in the real world. I don't care how much money you have. It's consequences and it's repercussions. And for all those people that's talking about Donald Trump, one day he's going to get his consequences and repercussions also. It's going to happen one day. Just didn't happen yet. So some people say, oh, he's young. He's having fun. Let the young boy have fun. He's 27 years old. And he's got 4 kids. Fun time in that regard is over if you're married. If you're not married, then fine, have fun. Why did you get married? What type of image, what type of example is he setting for his kids? I'm dogging out your stepmother or your stepmother for the other 3. And for culture, I'm dogging out your mother, but I said I'm sorry and I bought her some flowers. She should take me back. If that's the case, why should he tell the kid to do anything and the kid believe it? You know, it's not a way out around it. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. It's crazy. It's crazy that so many women are acting like this is like a major black couple. I like the two together, but if he's not, you know what I mean? If he don't really want to be there, you only be there because it's Christmas time. He's thinking about all the child support that he's paying to the other kids and how much he's going to have to pay to her. She don't even really need his money like that. You know what I'm saying? He wasted $15K on flowers. Now, these other chicks that he got kids with, they're going to want to increase because you wasting money on goddamn flowers, $15K. Cardi looked displeased at the sight of Offset handing her those flowers. Right? After he left stage, she continued her set. She is the first woman to headline Rolling Loud in its 4-year history. So salute to Cardi on that. Some fans said that he was toxic. He was publicly apologizing again and using it as manipulation. I agree. Trying to get other people involved. You saw people rooting for him. Saw the Game. Game posted a video in which he said, I really feel like you need to get back together. Y'all a family unit. Y'all can't break up. Do we need to talk about the Game and his history? I love the Game. I love the Game's music. But do we need to talk about the history with him and his kid's mother? I know they're not married, but T.I. defends Offset. Love T.I. Love T.I.'s music. Love his message. T.I.'s the one. You gonna listen to T.I.? All the guys that are rooting for him, it seems like, have been in the same boat. Yeah, we've all been there. Game's not married though, so that's his kid's mother, but Game's not married. Lil Duval, he's a comedian, so what do you want? All right. So a lot of guys in support. And it makes sense. As guys, we usually support other guys. Makes sense on paper. But what's the real deal behind it, though? Like, why? Why do you support them getting back together? Because you will want your girl to take you back if you cheated. As I said, will you lose respect for Cardi B if she takes Offset back? Let's go to some of these comments. AJ Taylor says, yup, because last year when he cheated, she took him back. True. And told us to mind our business, even though she put it on social media. And she was sticking by her man. She told people to mind their own business. She even married him to prove how down she was. Who knows how many chances it is? So AJ says now, at this point, she's just a dummy. Cody says, nope, they're married. So that means what? That means that you can do whatever you want to do and they're not supposed to go anywhere? Demetra says, absolutely not. That's her husband, not her boyfriend, till death do us part. So all these women is saying, basically, once you get married, fuck who you want, and I'm not going to leave because it's till death do you part. Who's disrespecting the sanctity of marriage here in this situation? Both people. If you repeatedly let someone cheat on you and you stay there, you're disrespecting marriage, sanctity, and the person who did it is disrespecting marriage, the sanctity of marriage. Some people say that your grandparents didn't get divorced. You know, granddad had a kid over here, a kid over there, and, you know what I mean, grandma still stayed, but maybe she wasn't happy, though. She stayed because she didn't have no other means that was, you know, for financial reasons. Is that what you want to do? Is that the example that we want to go with? No, that doesn't make any sense. Miss Young says, nope. Her life lesson, not mine. She's a grown-ass woman. What she does is her business. I don't know the situation outside of what she publicized. Marriages like theirs could be 75% business, 25% reality. I refuse to judge her. She will learn her lesson and move forward one day. Miss Young. Chantel Manning says, I never had respect for her to begin with, honestly. Every now and again, I rock off to her ratchet music because it's a certain song I like. She can feel free to do whatever she wants. I'll still sleep peacefully at night. As you should. Kiki said, yup. That nigga was out there doing threesomes and shit. Flying hoes out to fuck him and they got receipts. This is true. He was doing this. Right? So I say again, if she takes him back, will you lose respect for her? How can you not? How can you not lose respect for her? She damn sure can't be somewhere. I mean, you know, and before we get further down the list, I know that somebody's going to say something about Beyonce taking back Jay-Z. Now, we did not publicly know that Jay-Z cheated. We knew that there was a toss-up with the sister in the elevator, and, you know what I mean, none of the girls put the shit out there. The receipts weren't out there. So it's a little bit better. Shanice said, just know she entertained a lot of those threesomes. That's possible. Chanel said, that's her life and husband. Don't matter what we think. Tiffany said, you already know somebody going to be in their feelings over what she doing instead of putting that energy into their own, if they have one. And that's true. But that's what we do. We get in people's business. Tiffany also said, hell no. And even if they wasn't married, it's her life. For anybody that would be upset at her, clearly needs to get their own life. Now, I'm just saying, when people make certain decisions, you either have respect for it, you respect the decision, or not. A lot of people saying they would not lose. These are all women, though. So we can know, fellas, go through this message. You can cheat on all these women. If you're married to them, they don't give a fuck. Chantel said, no, people out there saying that she should leave. Meanwhile, their piece of shit husband, boyfriend, baby daddy out here doing much worse. I don't know if he's doing worse. I don't know if they're doing worse. Are they publicly doing worse? No. All right. Ms. Cooper says, no, it's her life, especially when you see women taking men back for worse issues. All right. Sean says that's her husband. Shouldn't be a matter of respect what they decide. Hell, some females forgiving niggas for cheating and they don't even know they're the side chick. Brian says no. Felicia says no. Lady Bell says no. Jay cheated and they working it out. So what if she takes him back again and he cheats again? What? No? Nothing? No. So predominantly the answers were no, people are not going to lose respect. So I just think that sends the wrong message. I think that at this point in time, we have to start setting some standards. We have to start setting an example for somebody. I'm going to say I've cheated before. I've cheated and cheated on and been cheated on. I have forgiven someone for cheating and people have forgiven me for cheating, right? But Offset, how many times? And it's not public shit like this. Like everybody, like they walking like, oh shit, you know you cheating on. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that. I'm just saying, at what point do celebrities need to hold themselves accountable and not look crazy? Like this fucks with credibility. And you got a kid. But hey, what do I know, right? I don't have any kids and I don't have a wife. So maybe I need to shut up. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, at The Diamond K Show, at Radio on Fire. Of course, we will be back tomorrow. And definitely become a member, Radio on Fire Plus. All those VIP members get exclusive shows and bonus content and all of our programming without commercials. There you go. Radio on Fire Plus. You can get that at radioonfire.com/join. Yeah, $4.99 a month. All right. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Today's broadcast was brought to you by Vistaprint. Create powerful promotions that are easy to design and hard to miss. With Vistaprint, it's easy to customize your business cards, marketing material, corporate gifts, calendars, stationery, and more with confidence, or get real-time design help. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint to get $20 off any order of $40 or more. If you have a message to get out, you want it to be affordable, but you want it to look professional. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint for $20 off today.